Hello, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, today I'm making some turkey meatballs, and I may have leftovers that I'm gonna use, maybe just make a small meatloaf, but we'll see how that turns out. So right now in the bowl, I have some leftover Italian bread that I was just soaking in a little milk and a little water. And I just sprinkle a little dried basil in there just to flavor it up while it's soaking. And that's all softened up. So that's my breadcrumbs right there. Now, so we're doing turkey meatloaf. So let me just get the meat in here. You know, the turkey, the ground turkey has a different consistency than your regular ground beef. It's, you know. So just get all this in here. So we're gonna try to get it moist and everything. Okay, so that's our turkey inside there. Okay, so we got our turkey in, and I usually just try to loosen it up a little bit. And okay, and we got our breadcrumbs down below. So what I usually do, I put a lot of stuff in there. First and foremost, the turkey is a little, you know, can be dry because it's 93% lean. So I usually put a little olive oil, extra virgin olive oil in there to help it. You know, it's a little good fat, healthy fat in there. I have my dried basil. I don't have enough fresh basil outside, so I'm using my dried basil. Okay, I've got my pepper flakes. Yep, pepper flakes. You put whatever seasoning you want to put in there, okay? This is black pepper. Okay. This is my seasoning, salt, or my adobo, whatever seasoning salt you like to use. This is what I like. This is dried Italian seasoning. Okay. Okay. All right. And I like to put a lot of that in here. And my dried thyme. My granulated garlic powder. So if you don't have all of these, just whatever you've got, just, you know, whatever you've got, just throw it in there, okay? And you can also cut up fresh onions in there. Sometimes I do that. Right now I'm using the minced onions because it'll cook. It'll cook while, you know, while it's baking. All right. So we got all that in here, and I also put 2 eggs that I put in here as well. Just 2 eggs. Helps to hold it together, okay, when it's cooking. Right now, I also always put a little ketchup in here, and get this all out. Okay, put a little ketchup in here, and I always put a little barbecue sauce too. This is leftovers from my from the homemade barbecue sauce I have. So I'm putting some of it in here as well. Okay. So like I said, whatever you have, you can't go wrong. Okay. So get our eggs all broken up right here. And then now we want to mix it up. And once I get it all mixed up, And I usually use my hand. Okay. So we got it all. And remember the ground turkey is so much, it's a softer texture, it's a mushier texture, so you need those eggs in there to hold it together. Now I think this should be good. Okay, all right. So now, let me wash my hands. Okay. Oh, look, we got a little trying to get away over here. Okay, so now, let me just mix that in. So now, what I do is, I put a little it's olive oil in the pan. And I usually bake them first before I add the sauce. And I usually use marinara sauce. Okay, well, you can use whatever sauce you prefer. I just bake them. I just don't want to, if I don't have to babysit it over the stove, then, you know, so I just put it in the oven. Okay, and I just spray my scoop here and get it. Let me make sure. Oh, you know what? Look at that, guys. I forgot one ingredient. Very important. My chopped fresh parsley. Can't forget that. Cannot forget that. Okay? Can't forget that. That's a lot of flavor right there. I wish I had also my fresh basil, but I've used it up. So I don't have enough yet. So I'll wash my hands again. Okay. All right. So here we go again. All right. So let me put this aside so you guys can see what's going on here. I got one, and it doesn't have to be, you know, neat or anything. All right, we have two. Oops, okay. And we've got three. And I have a feeling we're gonna have leftovers for 4, 5, and yeah, so we're probably gonna have leftovers for a meatloaf as well. So I'll probably do both meatballs and meatloaf. There we go. Okay. And I've got the oven on, preheating at 350. And with turkey meatballs, it's not always going to be perfect because the shape rather, because the texture of the meat is totally different than ground beef. Okay. All right. So those are our meatballs. Those are meatballs. So I'm gonna put these in the oven. And okay, so those are in the oven. The meatballs are in the oven. And now I'm gonna do a meatloaf. I'm gonna show you in a second. Okay. Put some olive oil in here too. Probably should have just sprayed it. Okay. And with this, so you can see, putting this in here for a meatloaf. So we're going to do meatballs and meatloaf. This was about 3 pounds of ground turkey. This was just one package, 3 pounds, and I just wanted to get it all. This way, there's no cooking for another few days. You can make sandwiches. You can do a whole lot with this. Make potatoes, eat it with rice, eat it with pasta, and then make sandwiches after that. So this is going to be our meatloaf. And my meatloaf, I usually try to put some color on the top. Let me get my, oops, I made a mess here. Let me get this out. Okay, this is my some homemade barbecue sauce that I just bottled. So I'm just putting some on here. Just put a little on here just to give it that. See? Okay. And you just need a little. You can do barbecue sauce on top, or you can do just ketchup on top, you know, just to give it that color. Okay? And that's our meatloaf. Okay? So you can use the same mixture, same everything for your meatloaf or for your meatballs. Okay? So that's our turkey and meatloaf as well. And sometimes you could put stuffing in there, like you put half turkey meat, the ground meat, and put like your spinach mixture, spinach with ricotta and Parmesan cheese. Put a mixture layer on top of that, and then put the rest of the ground turkey on top, and then finish it off just like this. And then each slice you make, once it's done, each slice you have some spinach and ricotta in the middle. So you can do a lot of things with that. But that's it, I'm done. So I'm gonna put it in the oven. And then I'll definitely let you guys see, what it looks like when it comes out. All right, guys. Okay, so that's all done. So that's our meatballs and our turkey meatloaf. All right, so I'll let you know how it comes out. All right, guys, see you later. Bye.